Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 57 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Oh my goodness, 57? Whoa, how'd that happen? I don't even know. So I'm just tidying up my inventory after playing around last episode with the Mushroom Kingdom that I created. Pretty cool place to be. And this episode I'd like to start building some cool things out there. Now one of the first things I want to do, I think, is maybe automate a few things in my overworld here that I'm going to need to start using to build out there in the Mushroom Kingdom. But let's head over there and take a look real quick around again, just to refresh your memories on what the Mushroom Kingdom's all about. I'm going to head over to my Nexus, and I might be doing a lot of traveling back and forth between the Mushroom Kingdom and my overworld, which is fine. I might skip the Nexus travel for that piece, though, because if you're bouncing back and forth a lot, of course, traveling through the Nexus, as cool as it is, takes a couple seconds, and if I'm going to be bouncing back and forth a lot, it might be, a little bit of time consuming. So I might just wind up putting a book in my overworld to use for traveling directly to the Mushroom Kingdom for a little bit of time. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to grab a book and make that ready happening now. Let's see. That should do. Where's my crafting table? There we go, a nice book. Let's jump through the portal. Hooray! And I don't know why I like jumping through portals. It's obviously not a good idea because whenever I jump through the portal, bad things happen. Like, it doesn't reset my room because I jump over my laser. But oh well, what are you going to do? So a really cool place out here, the Mushroom Kingdom. I like it. I want to find, a good place to start, industrializing this place a little bit. I do have a lot of resources back in my overworld, so it might be a nice place to set up a shop and do some cool things. I'm probably going to want to do a little exploring, see if I can find a cave. To be honest with you, I've never really tried exploring too much in an age like this. I want to make sure that there's a good amount of resources to find around here, especially all like the forge ones, like rubies and all that stuff from Red Power and all that good stuff. So I might spend some time, spelunking in a cave. Maybe even find some diamonds. That would be nice, considering how low on diamonds I am. Of course, I do have equivalent exchange to back me up, and at this point in the game, it's not that big a deal to use equivalent exchange to help me out, because that's what equivalent exchange is there for. So why don't I explore this world just a little bit, not too long, and I'll be back. Well, I think this here is a pretty good indication of everything that's available in this world. Just found some marble, some iron, some rubies and emeralds, and all that cool stuff. So maybe even some uranium back there. Awesome. So yeah, definitely a good place to hang out. Look at this cool cave, too, that I found. Awesome. I definitely want to do a cave world at some point, too, because cave worlds are just neat. I just have to make sure it's not like, crazy, trouble-ish type stuff. So I'm going to head off in this direction, make my way back up to the surface. Also found a nice little Thaumcraft chest right here. Ooh, cool. There's a fourth boot disc in there. Nice. I don't need you, though. And I'll head back upstairs. You can see that basically the way I got into that cave was straight down digging with my destruction catalyst. Don't worry, I was flying. I didn't want to fall into lava. And I think I should put a door on this lovely little home of mine. Why not? So we'll get a door and maybe even a pressure plate. Sweet. Wooden one should be fine, because there shouldn't be any enemies in this world. It's eternal day. We're not going to have any problems with enemies. Got some of these cows, though. The mushrooms? Yeah, they're cool. We're definitely going to be having fun with them. Alright, and I'm going to unlock my miner's backpack here. I think what I should do next is kind of get ready to start, doing some cool stuff in this age. I want to make this age pretty well attuned to mining and probably do some stuff with Steve's carts and railcraft. That might not be a bad idea. So actually, I didn't want my overworld linking book. I wanted to get my regular book and turn it into a linking book for the Age 180. That should have been named Mushroom Kingdom, but oh well. Let's head to the overworld. Hooray! And I'll come back in just a bit to mess around with this stuff. Alright, so as I look through NEI, you can see that there's standard rails, high-speed rails, and advanced rails. And if you guys remember from earlier on in the season, those guys are all crafted inside a rolling machine, which, by the way, works kind of like an automatic crafting table if you want it to. So I should be able to hook it up to crafting pipes from the logistics pipes mod and get the stuff I need. I also might want to teach it stone rail beds. Let's see. So if I were to look up the track recipes here, we've got tracks, which you can see. That's stone rail bed, but it should be wooden rail bed. As you can tell, it's 4 wooden ties. And wooden ties are, of course, creosote oil and wooden slabs. So I'm going to have to get a couple of crafting tables and probably a handful of other things. And most other tracks are made with either those rails and those rail beds. So some cool stuff to check out there. Now, of course, there might be some more interesting tracks to play with later down the line, but most of them should be composed of those types of rails and those types of rail beds. So we'll play around with this a little bit and see if we can't come up with something cool. What I think I should do is teach my crafting system the different types of rail beds, and then the like the wooden rail bed, and then the different types of rails, standard, high speed, and advanced. So why don't I get myself a couple of crafting tables and a few more of these rolling machines. Now a rolling machine, as you recall, hopefully, is crafted like this. So I'm going to need 4 pistons and 4 iron ingots per rolling machine. And if I want 3 of them, because I want to leave one upstairs, because I don't think there's much else a rolling machine can do, but whatever. But alright, 12. Alright. And we'll also get 12 iron ingots. And let's do crafting tables. Sure, why not? 4? Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. No, 3. That's right. And I might as well also get like 3 automatic crafting tables. So a bunch of goodies to collect here. Why don't I get everything ready and set to go, and then I'll start doing this. I should be close here with the crafting tables and whatnot. Now my miner's backpack, because I unlocked it from before. Nuisance. I'm sure there's probably a way to configure it so that you don't pick up like processed iron. Maybe I should do that. So let's get these guys going. I should have enough to get myself 3 rolling machines. Cool. Got some automatic crafting tables. How am I for logistics pipes? I might have them all in my orange bag. Yeah, basic logistics pipes. Cool. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Alright, let's give this thing a try real quick. If I recall, I should be able to do rolling machine like this to get myself 8 standard rails. So if I go over here and request it, I should wind up with, if I go to my, or you know what, I have to do the pipe thingy first. So let's put a pipe here and here. And then we'll check this guy out. I probably can't import, right? So I'm going to need 8 standard rails. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull 1 set out. And then tell this guy, the pipe, manually, of course, 6 equals 8. Cool. So let's give it a shot, right? I should be able to come right over here and say 8 standard rails, please. Request. And, oh, you had some already, didn't you? How'd you do that? Request successful. Getting iron. Sending them in there. Alright, why won't you pull out standard rails? I thought this thing had functionality similar to a automatic crafting table. Let me look into that real quick. So I'm just going to test real quick, because you know me, I like to test things. It's bothering me that this isn't working, because according to the wiki, it should. So maybe it's something with logistics pipes, for whatever reason, doesn't like this thing. I need glass? Are you serious? Oi. There we go. Hooked it up. Let's just try this real quick, because you guys know I like to test things. Figure out why they don't work. So all I should have to do is put this guy here, and this guy here, with this guy here, and the engine should pump stuff out. So let's see, standard rails. See? That worked. So why aren't the crafting pipes working? Weird. Maybe I'll have to do something funny. So let's think up a workaround. I crafted myself some satellite logistics pipes. Now these things aren't commonly used for this purpose in particular, but let's give it a shot. Why not? Let's go crazy. So what I'm going to do is leave this machine here running, the redstone engine. I'm going to place a chest right here. Okay, now the way satellite logistics pipes are meant to be used is that if you have an item that doesn't stack, let's say like a pickaxe is part of a recipe. So for example, the pump, right? The pump recipe from Buildcraft uses a mining well. And part of that mining well is an iron pickaxe. And iron pickaxes don't work. So you have to put them in a chest next to the crafting table, kind of like this setup here, so that the crafting table adjacent to the chest can automatically pull the item out. So if you wanted to send like most of the items into one, like the crafting table here, and then you wanted to send the iron pickaxe into the chest in a separate place, you'd use a satellite logistics pipe to send an item in a different direction. So in order for this to work, we're going to have to do something a little bit tricky. This is really going to be super tricky, but I think it'll work out. What I want to do then is place my crafting logistics pipe here, because the crafting logistics pipe is where the items should wind up in the end. And then I'm going to want to get out of my tricky orange bag here some of those sand pipes that I happen to have a bunch of. Let's put one here. No, wait, I don't want sand pipes. I want a pipe that's not going to connect to that wooden pipe. Another wooden pipe will do that. Wooden pipes do not connect to each other. That'll work. Wooden transport pipe. And it should connect happily. And here is where I'm going to place my satellite logistics pipe. Cool? We'll put that guy there. And we're going to put a satellite logistics pipe on all these guys, so we might as well get them ready. Okay, so they're all green, lines are good, everybody's happy. The way this will work is, first off, get your wrench and tell this guy that you're satellite ID number 1. Okay, and this guy can be satellite ID number 2, or no, 2, okay? And this guy can be 3. Note that I can't set it to 1 or 2 because 1 and 2 are already in use. So it's going to jump straight to 3. Okay. Now this guy over here, okay, if I tell it that you will get an output of 8 items, okay, 8 standard rails. Now these slots here are the inputs for items that should go into this chest in order to get your output. Well, we don't want any items to go into this chest to get the output, right? What we want is 6 iron ingots to go to the satellite pipe. And if we want to check which satellite pipe to use, we can hit the right arrow here. Note that 1, 2, and 3 are available, but you can't go any further than that because 1, 2, and 3 are the only satellite pipes in this network of logistics pipes. So we want this to go to 1. So what should happen is 6 iron ingots will come and land inside this little guy. Cool. And then it'll automatically buildcraft vanilla wooden pipe mechanics will pump them out, send it directly into this chest where, we'll get some cool stuff landing here. And this is a little bit of a complex build, but hopefully it'll make me automate these annoying to craft standard rails. So let's give it a shot, okay? And the other button here, paint, let's see what that does. Oh, it connects a wire from this pipe to this pipe. And if I were to set this pipe to be number 2 and paint that, note that it's going to go up into here. How cool is that? And I could set it to number 3 and paint that, and it'll go all the way up to here. So it's a way to tell you like exactly where that logistics pipe is. But we want it to be 1, and we can turn the paint off. We don't need it there. Let's give that a try and see if it works out. Okay, so how about 8 standard rails, please? Request. Should have a iron block going over there, getting decrafted into individual irons. Cool. And then it should pump out the 8 things there, which will then hit the logistics crafting pipe, which will say, hey, there's your 8 items that you wanted. Ha! It worked. Sweet. So how about I get myself a few more items and I'll be right back. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a lever here, flip that on to get this guy running again, and then I'm going to place some wooden transport pipes like this. Here and here. Get some more chests, courtesy of my Philosopher's Stone. This should work stacked. Cool. Look at that. And then, of course, I need 2 more redstone engines, which I'm already ready for. I'm just going to place them like this. 1, 2. Cool. And then some levers to make sure that they're running all the time as well. 1, 2. Yoink. Sweet. Then I just need some more crafting pipes. 1, 2. And now let's figure out what we want to do. So this guy, if I were to put standard rails here and golden ingots here, I thought that was the recipe. What am I doing wrong? Alright. According to the wiki, this is the right recipe, so let me check this again. Oh yeah, things definitely changed since that page was updated. This is the recipe for high-speed rail. Cool. So advanced rail looks like that. Good thing it's only 3 items, because that's all my satellite pipe can handle. So let's get, this guy is satellite pipe number 2. We'll put this thing here, and we'll say that 3 gold, and 3 redstone, and 3 standard rail should yield for me, dun 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 dun, that item that I just almost made. So let's do that again. Dun, dun, dun. Yoink. Output that. So let's test it. You know me in testing. Advanced rails, now an option. 8 of those, please. Request. Bunch of items should go out that way to get uncrated and all that cool stuff, and all should head in there. And everything good or what? Oh, because I didn't... Yeah. Line 2. Heh, whoops. So these guys to there. Let's get this all out. Standard rails. Okay. And the other rails probably went to my default route. So let's try that again. Both. Request. So there go the standard rails that didn't need to be used. So it's going to craft standard rails for me. All right, let's see what happens. There they go. And then they should zip straight into here, where it's waiting for 3 standard rails to show up. There they go. And then they'll get pumped out by the redstone engine. Such a complex machine, but so fun to build. Advanced rails on the way. Nice. I'm not going to worry about high-speed rails at the moment, simply because I need some seriously complex stuff to make them. So I'm just going to leave this setup here, because I will probably want high-speed rails in the future, but for now, we're good. What I will do is, because it's obvious that these guys went to a default route, I'm going to head over to here to my standard rails, okay, and we'll put this in my railcraft chest. I might need a chest dedicated to railcraft, but we'll see. For now, this is good. Alright, I'm also going to teach it how to make these rail beds, which are actually wooden rail beds, and just the naming thing is wrong. So you guys have seen me make these before. It's a pretty simple recipe in a regular crafting table. So I'm going to go ahead and make them in an automatic crafting table off camera with my 3 logistics crafting pipes that I have left, and I'll be back. Alright, so I just taught this guy how to make wooden slabs, this guy how to make wooden ties, and this one how to make a rail bed, a wooden rail bed, believe it or not. So if I request a couple of wooden rail beds, let's do 3, should send a bunch of items in that direction. Ta-da! Whole bunch of wood shooting over there, all kinds of cool stuff happening. There comes some rail beds. Sweet. And then I can combine them with the rails that I made, and I might want to do that automatically, so let's do that real quick. At least for standard rails. I should at least teach this thing standard rails, right? Like tracks. I'm sorry, they're called tracks in Railcraft because Covert Jaguar's a cool guy and he likes to be independent. So, not called rails, called tracks. I gotta remember that. So let me get another automatic crafting table, and I have another basic logistics pipe while I'm waiting for that to craft into a... whatchamacallit. And I've got a couple spaces up here that I never used, so let's do it real quick. I should be able to also, while I'm at it, check my railcraft thingy. I think I just need 6 of these standard rails for this. So we should now be able to craft this up like so. Wrench. Rail bed, and there we go. Tracks. Cool. And teach this thing again. Import. So now if I, request about 41 of these, should spit out all the ones that it has from the pipe automatically, but then it'll go craft a couple for me. From somewhere. Once it's done spitting out all these tracks, probably. Hey, there it goes. Cool. Everything's zipping along. Nice. And the excess ones will probably land in my default route. I don't think this guy's set to use, like, keep one of each stack or something. Provider module, yeah. Leave 1 item per stack, that should be fine. Not a big deal. This way it won't, use up all the rails that I have. So yeah, I can make rails automatically now. Look at me! Alright guys, hanging out over here by my project table on my lens bench. This is a nice little room for building those random crafting tables that you're going to need to craft cool things from other mods. It's turning out pretty good with this stuff, so let's add another one. I'm going to place down a couple pieces of stone, a book, a crafting table, and some iron to get a brand new item from the Steve's Carts mod called the Cart Manager. This guy is really cool. What's the best way I can describe him? You ever use Crafting Table 2, where all you need is the items in your inventory to craft the items that you want to get? Well, this guy is basically the Crafting Table 2 version for Steve's carts. Basically, it allows you to craft all these different carts using Steve's carts just by clicking on the item. So for example, Steve's carts adds all this cool stuff, right? So if you want to get a mine cart, it tells you right here, total cost of a mine cart is 5 iron ingots. Cool. There's a button to go back to the main screen, and you can go, I don't know what these left and right buttons do. They probably do something. And if I wanted to grab a minecart, I can just click on it. Down here, it tells you how many resources you have left in order to be able to craft this minecart based on what you have on your inventory at the moment. So let's run over to our metals page here. Just grab one set of iron ingots and open up this cart thingy again. Note that now it's like, hey, green border. You're good to go. And left and right, I guess still not doing anything. I don't know what the deal is with that button. It must do something, and I'm just a noob. This is a brand new item in Steve's carts. It's like as of the very latest version. So I can left-click this minecart to pull one out. Hey, I have a minecart. Woot. And note that it tells you resources left, 1 iron ingot. That's because I already have 4 on my character. Note when I take it out of my inventory, it's saying that you need 5. But I have 4 on me now, so I need 1 more iron ingot if I want to make another minecart. That's all well and good, but of course the beauty of this mod is that it's got all these crazy minecarts that require like crazy items, right? So like, for example, the large storage cart with engine needs like all this craziness. It needs a storage cart with engine. So total cost of resources is all this stuff. The storage cart with engine is a chest on top of a minecart with engine, and a minecart with engine is a minecart on top of an engine, and an engine is a furnace surrounded by iron ingots. So you can see there's like all these complicated things to do, right? So that's what's cool about Steve's carts, is it gives you this automatic crafting table. Before we had this, and is that what these left buttons? Oh, that's what the left and right buttons do. I see. Cool. Let you go all the way back to things you looked at in the past. There we go. So I got all the way back to minecart. Awesome. That's pretty neat. I like that. Where was I? Oh yeah, this is this mod, especially when you get to the more advanced carts, like I don't know, like this guy down here, which I can't even select at the moment. I need to upgrade to a higher tier in order to use this stuff. The upgrade button is down here. So to upgrade this machine to tier 2, I'm going to need a book, gold ingot, and a bookshelf. I can manage that. Not a problem. Let's go get about 4 books, because I think that's what I'm going to need. I have the auto-crafting of books ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. And while I'm waiting for that, I'll just grab a gold ingot. Cool. And I can craft up some bookshelves. Do I remember the vanilla recipe for bookshelves? OMG, I do. So I've got a bookshelf, a book, and a gold ingot. So now I should be able to come over here. It says I don't have any other resources I need, so let's upgrade. Yoink! It's going to steal the items out of my inventory. Cool. So now I can build some of the more complex carts that are part of Steve's carts. But there's still some more that I need to upgrade to tier 3. But now I've got a bunch of tier 2 carts available to me. For example, I've got the mining cart with chest. That's a complicated machine. Look at all the items I need in order to make that happen. Oh boy. Yeah, serious. Not even a joke. You need this mining gadget on top of a building cart. The mining gadget is this recipe. And the building cart is a minecart with engine with a track dispenser, which is this recipe. As you can see, it was pretty annoying to build carts in Steve's carts. They're awesome, but there's like 20 different steps in order to get the cart you need. So this little block is awesome. Ooh, the hybrid cart. That's a neat one too. It has a solar panel. Hey, it's even got little yellow stripes now. Cool. I wonder if I pick it up if it stays upgraded. It's all like, I'm slow to be picked up. Maybe it's like a crafting table, that's why. Oh, it dropped the items. Cool, so it gave me back my book, my bookshelf, and my gold ingot. And I can just use the cart manager again, so let's do that. And upgrade again to tier 2. I already have the resources in my inventory because they were just dropped. Same resources to upgrade to tier 3, or what's the deal there, buddy? Ooh, I need a diamond, and 2 of each. Ha, diamonds. That's my nemesis at the moment. Should I go mining for diamonds, or should I just go equivalent exchange on it? I think it's equivalent exchange. So let's grab a couple of diamonds out of here. I'm probably just going to need a handful for now. Come back here, you. And I'm going to request some books and make another bookshelf. Both. I'm going to need about 8 of these guys this time. Because I need 2 bookshelves, don't I? Don't have enough wood. Seems like I never have enough wood on me. Two bookshelves, a diamond, and 2 books. That should upgrade me to tier 3, shouldn't it? Yeah, we're good. Upgrade, please. Hooray! Let's go back home. That should be the final upgrade that I need to do. Now, the recycler is a pretty cool little toy, as I understand. Put any cart or cart component in the box to recycle it and retrieve the components. You need to have enough space in your inventory. Cool. So if I put this minecart in here, I should get back 5 iron ingots. Sweet. I like the recycler. It sounds cool. The simple AI miner is a pretty cool guy with liquid sensors, or the assembly cart. That's really awesome and totally complex. This thing, look at all the resources I need for that. It's like craziness. The amount of steps required to get like an advanced device, which is like these crazy items here, which, like, yeah, you should have seen me trying to do the mod spotlight on Steve's carts. You can go look at it if you want. It's a lot of fun. But I'm going to be playing with some of these cool carts that Steve's Carts gives us. There's literally a ton of them. But I want to try them all out. And combined with Railcraft, it's really cool. Now, I should have a crowbar, by the way. I'm guessing if I ever did make a crowbar, which I'm pretty sure I did. Crowbar, crowbar, crowbar. Might be in here or might be in one of my chests. Let me track that guy down. Crowbar, where you at? I'll find it. Alright guys, now that I've got that neat little machine built, I was checking over on my bees. Wanted to update y'all on how that's doing real quick. I did get a purebred industrious queen, so I'm ready to roll with a new industrious. Look at that, all purebred industrious. Awesome. So all my drones should make their way back to my base to get analyzed, and my queen or my princess will get placed back in here, and it's producing a bunch of cool items for me. How great is that? There's only one minor incidental problem, and I'll show you that once I watch my queen get back in here like she should. Yep, industrious princess, becomes a queen, purebred industrious. They make this item called pollen, which is cool for a couple different items. It has a couple different uses. The only thing is it doesn't have to get centrifuged, so pollen should not go into my centrifuge area. That's a problem. So you can see it's used for catalysts, which is cool, helps to grow things. And a couple other items. So the way to resolve this, I think, probably the best way to do it, would be to do the following. If I pop through the wall here, yoink, what do I got going on back here? So right up here, where is this thing? So let's drill through this hole. I only have... Sure, that's good. I'm going to grab a bunch of different pipes here. Probably just some stone. Got cobblestone. Do I have any stone in here? What am I, out of stone pipes? Oh, there we go, stone. Cool. I'm going to probably just connect up a stone pipe out the back there, but instead of doing it straight up, I'll come through here. And maybe just put something here for the time being. I don't want to connect it right away just yet. I want to run my piping the way I want it to be. So yeah, let's run it down here to this guy. So it'll connect to this and head off items in that direction. Cool. Right up here is what I want to do and place down a diamond pipe on this guy. So let's head back inside real quick. Inside, please. Come on, dude. There we go. Much better. So yeah, let's do a diamond pipe. And I've got my pollen on me, right? So I'm going to break this thing, put a diamond pipe here, like so. Cool. And I'll tell it pollen should go out the yellow line. So that's where pollen's going to go. Cool. So any pollen coming into this chest should head down the yellow line. And that'll send it directly into my chests to get sorted appropriately. And then I'm going to add similar things like sugar and all that stuff. We'll see how it goes, but let's see. If I pull out the sugar here, I probably won't even need this diamond pipe anymore, or this chest. So let's break this stuff. Because this is probably like the better way to do it, right? So let's say I had some sugar in here and we activated this guy. I'm going to grab just one piece to bring back and place inside the thing. I have this turned off right now because I really don't need much more from cocoa bees and whatnot. So we'll do sugar down the yellow path as well. So sugar will come in and go down there, and pollen do the same thing. Place pollen right in here. Let it get pumped out. And there might be a couple other items that we need to do that with. For example, royal jelly. Perfect example of that. So we'll make sure that happens too. Because I don't think you want to process royal jelly from our majestic bees. So just upgrading my little bee thing here. Everything should start zipping through and coming out the back here through this pipe. We'll see in a moment though if it shows up or not though. Hey, yeah, look, there they are. So those items should be like royal jelly or the pollen that I just placed in there. And sugar will probably make its way over as well eventually. Cool. I like it. So you can see, look here, my pollen's showing up in my chest. Perfect. Alright guys, this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 57 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll come back next time. I'm going to head to the Mushroom Kingdom and start building some cool stuff with Steve's carts and Railcraft. Alright guys, take it easy.